Hello everybody. It is Saturday, March 7th, and I thought I'd give you a little tour of the house that I'm hosting right now. I am down at 5648 Riverboat Circle in Vero Beach. This house is listed for $610,000, 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. And so I thought I'd take you on a little walkabout. It's a nice day down here. A little overcast, chance of rain, stuff like that. So you got a little front screen porch, fun. And then you come into what's a very common Florida floor plan. You come in, you got a foyer, got an open dining concept to the left. And then more or less the houses frequently horseshoe around a swimming pool. And this one covered with a lanai. That's what they call a screen porch over a pool in Florida. And then you got a nice lake in the back. Floor plans, which are pretty typical of this type. You got the master around on one side, spills out to the pool. Nice bath, his and her closets. Shower, separate tub, nice and deep so you can actually get in it. It's not jetted, but it's still nice. Separate vanities across from each other, which is also handy. And then you come back out in the house. And you've got the kitchen, nice induction cooktop, living, breakfast nook, spills out to there, to the outdoors again. And then you got the remainder of your bedrooms down the hall off the living area. Laundry, you still have to do laundry when you buy this house. Bedroom, bath that spills out to the pool. So you can take a shower or go to the bathroom, tile floor all the way from here to there. No problem with wet feet. Bedrooms with carpet, which isn't all bad. When you wake up at night, you go into the bathroom, your feet don't hit the cold tile floor. A lot of folks don't do it anymore, but it doesn't cost all that much if you want to get rid of it. And then, per the usual, as everything does in Florida, it spills to the water. Nice pool. Little water feature, give you a nice little background noise. You can see how much vegetation damage was done with that freeze. But again, this is a lanai, usually vaulted like this. Nobody wants to feel like they're in an 8-foot tall ceiling house out here. And then you got the pond / detention area / water amenity. Usually those are kind of brackish water. I think I saw mullet jumping in it. Even though it's not directly attached to any exterior body of water, it's just going to be kind of brackishy that mullet can handle. Sometimes you'll find tarpon living in them alongside a largemouth bass, so you'll get straight up freshwater and saltwater kind of critters. But again, lovely day in Vero, 78 degrees, like 15-20% chance of rain. Humidity's up at almost 70%. Still got that heavy east wind, so no offshore fishing. 12 miles an hour is what they're calling for. So, today's tip, there's not a tremendous amount of different floor plans in Florida, to be honest. If you've come from up the Northeast, or heck, even in Atlanta, you've got different eras and different times that homes have been built. That's not really the case here. Most everything that has been built in small chunks of time, at small periods of time. A lot of stuff was built here in the 80s. That it just kind of, the stuff like that all comes in at once, because basically some cattle rancher or cattle farmer or something along those lines decides to sell their place, and away you go. But so it's more about the setting. How close to the beach are you? And like for these folks, how close to the grandkids are you? Anyhow, cheers, have a great day.